Good
We are live.
evening. We are live. Good evening, Arsenal fans, wherever you are. It's another match week that is come and gone. And then we got some music there. Thank you. Yeah, seems like in the world of Arsenal, there's never a dull moment. Just literally as we doing the show, there's breaking news on the day. So much to unpack. But let's just welcome co-host Morgan. How's it, pal?
I am fine. How are you doing? You recovered? Have you recovered from?
Um, I'll let you know how I'm doing in an hour's time. Get back to me. We've got a special guest, Arsenal brother, all the way from Arsenal Zambia, the Arsenal Supporters Club in Zambia. They're quite huge. Gunnar J, Jeremiah, welcome, brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Always a pleasure to meet, no matter what the circumstance. A fellow Arsenal supporter, and we hope to do this more with our fellow Arsenal brothers and sisters throughout Africa and around the world as well. We forget how big we are. We're a massive club. So welcome. Charlie, how you doing?
Yes, how's it, Warren? Now I'm good. Good. Okay, after the
Nice.
weekend.
We're gonna get into that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, there's plenty
Sometimes it's
to
good.
chew on.
Sometimes it's good that we don't play on Sundays because the pain can still be raw on a Monday evening.
So
Yeah, man. And I
sometimes,
think
eh?
now I don't know if I don't know if we mentioned this, but there was a reason on Saturday for us to celebrate something, even though we lost. It was Invincibles Day
Oh,
because
lovely. Yeah.
our,
Preserved,
our Invincible
preserved, yeah.
title is preserved. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
preserved, yeah. So with the pain, we use the show as a therapeutic session to get rid of our
Yeah.
emotions and our anger, and it's
Mhm.
yeah, calms us down a bit. Because guess what, we actually do have a game coming up on Wednesday, and we live to fight another day. Okay, we do
Mhm.
have another guest coming on. Gavin will be joining us shortly, but we can kick on. I mean, like I said, we've got loads to talk about, and even more than loads because, like I said, there was big breaking news today. I think normally we go into the fixtures and results and the league table, but I think considering this, I think we do just have to get ourselves
Our
stuck
bearings.
into the breaking news of today.
And
Edu, sporting director, um, yeah, to leave Arsenal has confirmed news. Now it just shows how quickly time has gone from when the news broke to being confirmed in the space of a few hours. So not to leave Arsenal, but he is leaving Arsenal. I mean, I'm still trying to get my head around this. Jeremiah, let's start with you. I mean, just what's your feelings and thoughts on Edu leaving us?
Wow. It was unexpected. I feel like it's going to be a blow to the team. He's been an integral part to the rebuild of Arsenal thus far. He's been a big part of bringing in a lot of the players and how they have structured the acquisition of players and changing the guard from Unai's time up to now. He's done a lot of work in the background, and I don't think Arsenal would be Arsenal without him. And I was a bit uh, caught off guard by this. I was hoping he'll probably be there to see us lift the title or get silverware. He's worked very hard. He probably deserves to be part of the team when that happens. But unfortunately, he's decided to leave. We don't know what the circumstances are with his exit, but that's the case now.
Do you think this could have a potentially negative impact on the team's performances? What do you think?
I think it already has had a negative impact. If you look at how lackluster we were in the Newcastle game, you could tell
Mm,
something was wrong, but you couldn't put your finger on it.
mm,
We could discuss tactics and how we got so many other things wrong, and you should have changed this and we should have done that. But for me, it's a simple fact that you could tell even by looking at how Ateta was on the bench, there was this lack of energy. It almost felt like
mm.
a tiredness in the team and on the bench. Ateta is a
Yeah.
very animated, emotional character, and he wasn't that this past weekend.
Mm,
No one was. It's almost like the team knew this was happening, and I think it already affected them one way or another.
Charlie, do you think? I mean, because this is all breaking news to us. Obviously, we're not at Arsenal, but Charlie, do you think the players and the manager potentially knew about this already over the weekend?
Definitely, I think so. I mean, I agree 100% with Gunnar J there. That something looked off, and when I heard this news, it sucks something out of your belief, man. You know, like I think the whole thing around Arsenal now is a certain culture of togetherness, and I think Edu was an instrumental part of that, right? So the moment one of the people decides to jump ship for whatever reason, I mean, you don't know what the reasons are. Immediately, everybody takes a step back, right? And I don't know, it looked evident on Arteta. I mean, like Gunnar J says, Mikel Arteta's press conference afterwards, you were like, I don't know, the guy was subdued. He wasn't his normal self, man. So I definitely think when that news broke today, things made a bit more sense. Not that it's an excuse, right? I mean, I'm not saying it an excuse for why we lost, but I do worry that we're going to have to respond in a certain way. And the club is going to have to get a new director of football to manage that side of things. And they must build relationships again with Arteta and the players and everything. It's an important role. So yeah, I don't know. The owners are going to have to be very, very, what's the word, smart with how they go about replacing this. And hopefully they got somebody lined up already. This is, in my mind, as important as the manager. Honestly, I'll go that far.
Yeah, I mean,
How?
I was in.
Why?
Sorry,
Why do
Morgan.
you guys say? Why do you guys say that? How do you think it translates? Because he's not really working with the players, is he? Though,
No, it's
certainly
fair.
not the first team.
No.
I can imagine that there's a certain, worry that he has been a sort of a staple of the club for so long, and he, like you guys were saying, he has changed. He was part of the change that brought in Arteta and it's got us here. But how would it translate to on the field performances? Yeah, I'm just
Morgan, I
saying.
don't know. I'll come in there. My thing is this, right? That guy alongside Arteta went to these players, their parents, and the agents and sold them a project that says, listen here, we're trying to build the best team in the world, right? That's gonna topple Manchester City, right? I mean, that's like the big project is that we will become better and bigger than Manchester City, and we are all in for this in the long haul. That is the one thing we're not going to stop until we get there, man. And the moment the guy that was selling you this story finds another project that he thinks is for whatever reason
Mm,
going to be bigger or better for his own personal, that now makes you doubt all of a sudden, yeah, are these guys really serious about what they were selling? You know, am I now? I mean, how committed am I now to this actual
mm,
vision? So I'm not saying that's the risk. It's not to say that will materialize, but I think that
yeah,
is gonna for a moment bring in some doubt, right? I mean, and that's
yeah.
normal. But yeah,
Yeah, I see Morgan Guna Matters made an early comment saying that well, he totally disagrees, first of all, saying that this is decisions behind closed doors. And Arteta himself may not have had an idea as he doesn't get involved with the team unless it's contract issues. So, looking at that, Gunnar J, what do you think? I mean, just to add on to what Morgan has asked, I mean, is he such a big connection between Edu and the first team players?
I think there is. I think there is. He has personal relationships with most of the players. That's how he managed to get most of the players. That's how he managed to get Martinelli. That's how he managed to get Gabriel Jesus. It's his pool, his knowledge of. I think anyone, almost all the players, either South America or in La Liga, have had some kind of relationship with him. And also, we've built Arsenal very differently in the past 3 years. Let's say it's been built more around a sense of family, a sense of oneness, a sense of um, being there for each other type of uh, workspace. They live like that, and they literally have a dog together. So it gives you an idea of how tight knit the community is. And if you pull anyone out of a community that's that tight knit, especially the person who had such a big role in getting these people together, it will affect them. I don't know how much it will affect them, but clearly it will affect them, whether we acknowledge it or not. It will have an effect on them.
Next question, just reading on, because this is now maybe even a bigger question. What do we then do going forward now? So now we know he's not going to be around, and we heard how tight the group is, because we do have a Champions League game on the Wednesday, and then another massive game on Sunday. So, what does the Tita and the lads do now to move past this and get on with business?
Yeah, look,
I think the first thing
sorry.
that needs to be dealt with, personally, I think Arteta needs to move away from the tactic he's been using lately. Playing Thomas Partey in defense worked out well against Liverpool. It even worked out well against Newcastle, but that's not his best position. And he's undoubtedly been the metronome of our midfield. He's been our best holding midfielder this season.
Yeah.
We need him in that position so that Declan Rice can naturally play his box-to-box position and flourish in that space. Moving Partey away from the midfield kind of drags Declan back as well. And
Yeah.
it creates this dynamic where we then no longer have this force, so to speak, moving from midfield into attack. Because of that, then it means Havertz has to also sag in to come and get the ball. Then all of a sudden, we're all compact in the midfield. No one's seemingly moving forward. We're moving the ball side to side instead of cutting through people. And it's been like that. I think the last two games that we lost, it's the last two games that we've played, the game against Liverpool, this game that we lost, is the same thing. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
Charlie.
And I think people are beginning to read. We've become quite predictable, so to speak.
Yeah.
And having
Yeah,
the
no.
people that we have, having the personnel that we have that can play that position, let them
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Let them play. We don't need to get someone who's brilliant in his position and move him somewhere else. If we have to play Zinchenko in that position, then let him play there.
Yeah.
I don't see this tactic working anymore. And honestly, I don't think he's going to use it anymore. I think even he's noticed it's been written now.
Now, I like your comment on the Thomas Partey one. I totally agree with that. I think he's our best midfielder, and the whole right back experiment is just not working there. Charlie, just coming to you there. We got, like I said, two big games coming up. Guna Matters mentioned in the comments about he's blaming it on the formation, Saturday's performance. But how do you think we get past this Eddie situation, like right now?
Yeah, look, I think a couple of things. I think the news just could have broke the team maybe in the week, which is maybe explain. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm trying to read into something that's maybe it's not there. But ultimately, the comment now that came out officially from the club, just the one line I'll read out here where Krunke says, change and evolution is part of our club. We remain focused on our strategy and winning major trophies. Our succession plan will reflect this continued ambition. Right? So that last sentence there, I think, is maybe part of the assuring stuff we want to get. The club is prepared for these type of eventualities, and also hopefully we'll get somebody coming in that's of the same caliber, right, or bigger, that's going to move the club into a new direction, new energy. So they must sort that out. Arteta and team must separate themselves now from this news. If we reflect on the game independently now on Saturday, then it maybe just firstly, can we just appreciate that we lost a game without controversy, no referee decisions? that like felt a bit weird for me.
That's a win for you. Are you saying
It's a
that's a
win.
win for
That
you?
was a freaking win for me. I was like, yeah, thank
So
you,
we
Lord. I don't
lost
have to now.
fair and square.
We
Wait,
lost
no
fair and square.
issues.
Come on, guys, man. No, man.
That's true. But in the same breath, though, I mean, if we look at the overall stats and the approach, I mean, like, we had chances, and I think going away to Newcastle is always a tough fixture, like a really tough. I didn't think it was going to be easy game, like so. But we had a strong team. And I saw the lineup. I was like, now we're looking good. At the end of the day, we had chance to score. We could have gotten a draw at least. I think we if we had scored an equalizer, I would have felt personally we deserved it, overall, things considered. So anyway, for now,
Yeah.
this is a hard knock. I
Uh,
mean, probably the worst one because we don't have any excuses. But we take it now, man. The manager has to now do his job, right? So a couple of big games. We can't cry about it. We
yeah.
have to move on.
Yeah. No, correct. Davies, also one of the guys from Arsenal, Zambia. He's saying, okay, he's not worried if Arsenal go out and get someone better than him. It's one of the reasons we didn't get enough cover in for the attacking positions. So Davies showing a little bit of concern from Edu's time that he perhaps didn't do enough in the transfer market, especially with
You
the
say it. You say it, Davies.
attackers. Well,
Yeah.
Morgan agrees with him, so that's two votes
Yeah.
already. That's a
Listen here.
whole other controversy altogether.
I
Oh my
will
goodness.
I will say the following. Part of the reason I'm not too upset about Edu leaving, because I think that's just normal for every club. The changes are gonna come. I'm always, I just expect some things like that to happen. Because but the reason I'm not too upset is I'm always looking for a gap. Can we create a vacancy for Arsene Wenger to come back in as a
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Please don't do that.
Oh
Let's
my
not
God.
do that. Not
Look
tonight.
at Jeremiah's face. Jeremiah's
Oh my
No,
face
goodness.
says it all.
no,
Let's
please
let's
don't.
I'm gonna
Director of
go.
football
No,
Jeremiah. Come on,
no.
why not?
I
Why not? It's
love,
Uh,
not. Hmm?
I love Arsene Wenger. I love him. I love everything that he did. The time I started watching Arsenal was because that's the time he moved from Japan to England, and I loved it. I loved the whole period where he built this new philosophy around football and eating right and changed the whole culture of the game. I loved that. But then at some point, he just got left behind. I don't
Yeah.
think he's
Yeah.
going to fit into what we're doing
But
now.
he's not gonna. But he's not gonna be. He's not gonna have a say
Yeah, it's
on
not gonna be
football
involved with
matters,
the
right?
players. Yeah.
No, he
Yes.
is. He's too big not to have a say, and you know that.
yeah,
He
yeah.
will.
Jeremiah is spot on. I agree with Jeremiah. He's spot on there. He will tell Arteta what socks to put on the day. That's how big he is. Yeah, if Wenger talks, then everyone listens. That's how big Wenger is. That's
But
why
just
FIFA
okay,
employed him.
just picture the story here, man. United fire Alex Ferguson. Arsenal hire Arsene Wenger. I
Oh
mean,
my
man,
goodness.
it's like the
Oh my
best
goodness.
counterpart, right, to what they're doing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true as well. That
Yeah.
that could be a bit of a body blow to them. Morgan,
Yeah.
are we just gonna quickly go through the
You and
weekends?
yeah.
Results sadly for us in red. Okay, we had the early game and that spoiled the weekend for everyone. Manchester City losing to Bournemouth. I mean, did that just rub salt in the wounds or what? Now, the one
No,
time
no,
they
no, no,
actually
no, no, no,
lost
no, 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 no.
and
No,
we lose as well.
No. But I
that
think
that rubbed ointment into our wounds because we were hurting, I would say.
Or did it
no.
make it lighter?
Or
For
you
Did it
me,
make
guys
it
for
didn't.
me,
lighter?
come on, guys, remember how much stick we got for losing to Bournemouth with 10 men. Everyone was like, yeah, it's Bournemouth. We're so defensive. The people had a proper go at Arteta. And Bournemouth, with his new manager and the new style, they are not a walkover club, man. And I think this is just proven. I mean, like everybody, like, I don't know if you guys feel this. I don't see the media making a big hype about City losing with 11 men to Bournemouth as they did when Arsenal lost with 10 men. Huh?
I think they love to hate us. They love to
That's
hate
true.
Arsenal. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
That's true.
That's the thing.
One of the things I've noticed is everyone's talking about how we're no longer in the title race. What's going to happen? Arsenal need to do something. Why is this happening now? They were so lackluster. No one's saying anything about Manchester City. Not
Mm,
a word.
mm.
Yeah,
Nothing.
no, we will take it. We will take it. And I think Charlie, you're right. In retrospect, it still keeps us 5 points behind them, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get to that
Yeah.
now. But yeah,
Yeah.
look, I mean, they lost. That's the bottom line. Charlie's so right. They rather talk about City's injuries. My word, what about
Mm,
ours? Yeah, fair comment. So that maybe soothed the cut a bit from early on.
Yeah.
Ipswich Leicester sharing a bit of a relegation fight at 1-1, and then just as I thought it was safe to go back into the water, Liverpool 1-0 down against a very good Brighton team. I thought they were having the better of Liverpool, and I thought for a moment we're going to get both City and Liverpool dropping points. But I think Liverpool in the second half just Man, I don't know if it was just the home crowd or something, but they scored 2 goals in like 3 minutes or something. Just blew
Yeah.
Brighton out of the
Who
water,
goes?
and
Yeah.
that kind of sucker punched me in my stomach there. I was anyway, but they managed to go top of the
Yeah.
table now. So Liverpool fans will be, big and loud mouthed, and they
Yeah.
7 ahead of us, 2 ahead of
I
Man
yeah.
City. Sorry,
Yeah.
Morgan.
I just wanted to say that Liverpool got 8 shots on target. I think Man City managed 4 on target. We managed one.
Okay.
So that's
Wow,
yeah,
that doesn't make it any.
yeah. City took City took 18 shots at goal, only 4 were on target. We took 10 shots at goal, one was on target. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's yeah,
I do think, but most people generally think that Liverpool do have the best attack. So I think that's his strength, to be
and the
honest.
best
Yeah, but
defense at the moment.
nobody thinks Liverpool's gonna win the league, though, right?
Well, yeah. Well,
Other
we're
than
not there
Liverpool
yet.
fans.
It's still early. It's still early. Yeah, well, Greenman, Guna Matters saying that Liverpool were 5 ahead in February last year, and they totally bottled it. So yeah, there is still a chance for us. And then big surprise of the season, we just mentioned Edu is actually going to this club in terms of his new job, Nottingham Forest, beating
Yeah.
West Ham 3-0. Can you believe it? They
I
are
just
now
have to
sitting
point out
third.
there. I just yeah,
Yes, yes,
I have to point out there that Nottingham Forest, their striker is Chris Woods.
yes.
Um, on in fantasy league, he is the second highest ranked striker, behind that Nordic Viking. That yeah,
Holland, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so Nottingham, yeah, they've done
And
well.
so Eddie's new club is actually above us. How ironic is that?
Yeah,
Chris Hood on form, 8 goals. Yeah, you're right, Stay.
yeah,
Southampton beating Everton 1-0. Gee, was a 2-all draw, Palace and Wolves. Spurs against Villa. I was watching this game. Villa were 1-0 up
Mm.
at halftime,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, come on, Villa, here we go. And then Spurs just absolutely. I don't know. Sometimes I can't guess what Spurs are gonna do. They just like they're either 100% or they're 0%. They never like in
mm,
between. I just yeah. And then the last game of the weekend was United at home to Chelsea. I didn't watch the game, penalty for United, I believe, and then Chelsea came back with a sort of late-ish equalizer. But I didn't get to see the game, and they've shared the spoils. That means
It
if we
was
go
a
to
ball
the,
face by all accounts, eh?
is it? Oh,
Apparently,
okay.
yeah.
So I didn't miss anything then. Okay.
No.
yeah.
Can we just go to the what does it mean for the
Uh,
league table?
Warren,
League? No,
I just wanted
oh, okay.
to.
Sorry.
I'm not sure
Okay.
if you want to have a look at that. Yeah, no one got the score prediction right.
You all got.
We were still our were still in the right place. I'm keen to see where the predictions go this weekend.
I must
Uh,
admit. I must admit,
I,
I got the score right for Newcastle, but the wrong team. I said 1-0.
yeah, 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 and you also got the score right for the Carbo Cup. So
Oh
well
yes,
done to
spot
you.
on,
You and Mark.
spot
Yeah,
on. Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. Okay, let's go to the league table quickly.
There we go.
See what that is. So sadly, we are in fifth position, Forest and Chelsea. I mean, how can we allow scum Chelsea to be above us? I mean, oh, that hurts a bit, to be honest. I can't stand that club, Chelsea. I just think they're so bloody plastic, and
Chelsea above us.
they are
Oh,
above us. They
wow.
do on goal
Jeremiah,
difference.
what?
Goal
Where have you
difference.
been, Jeremiah? Where have you been?
Wow. I
Yeah.
haven't looked at the table since we lost. I just didn't want to look at it after that.
Yeah, sadly, I'm sorry to say, Jeremiah, we are actually tied on points with Villa and with Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken, and Forest is one above us. So, and then we
Yeah,
obviously going to get to this later. We actually play Chelsea away on
The next game
Sunday.
is
So,
against Chelsea, right?
yeah.
correct, yeah,
The
correct.
league, yeah.
All
Mm.
right, we need to put them in their place.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stand them being above us. No, that can't. That's just wrong. It shouldn't be. So Liverpool leading.
Warren, we have
Yeah.
another guest. We have
Oh yes. Oh yes. Here we go. Gavin, how's the man?
How's it, gents? Sorry, man, I have some Wi-Fi issues.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so we've got Charlie with us and Jeremiah Guna J all the way from Arsenal Zambia.
Good evening, gentlemen. Nice to meet you.
Good evening, nice to
Unf-
meet you.
unfortunate circumstances after this weekend, but yeah,
We just sadly
just
looking at the league.
disappointing.
We're sadly looking at the league table, and Jeremiah couldn't believe that Chelsea's ahead of us on
Oh,
goal difference.
Yeah.
It's a bit
yeah,
of a bitter pill to swallow. Your thoughts on the
yeah,
league table, Gavin?
yeah. I mean, jeez. Uh, Nottingham Forest, big surprise. I think it's the highest they've been in like 26 years or something. But yeah, I mean, look, we're full of injuries. We spoke about this earlier in the season, not having much depth at the moment with our squad. Big players, but I mean, half our team's injured, and throwing Wanyeri in now in a big game like this at St James's Park, only getting a couple minutes in the first team this season. Everyone just looked a bit slacky,
Mm,
not willing to press forward. We look scared, low block.
yeah,
Everyone's playing deep. We're passing the ball back when we get past the halfway line. Trossard's the only one making runs. Excuse my French, but it was a shit show.
Gavin, the two other panelists, no, it's fine, Nori, Jeremiah and Charlie. Obviously with the news breaking, with Edu announcing that he's leaving the club,
Yeah.
ironically to Forest, one of the clubs is
Mm.
going to. But Jeremiah and Charlie was saying that perhaps that this news was known to the manager and players a few days ago, and that possibly affected our performance on Saturday. Just what's your thoughts on that?
Um, Look, I don't know. I mean, Edo's been a part of the club for a long time. He's been a big part. Maybe he hasn't produced great players for us at vital times. But I'm not too sure about that. I mean, he is a big part of the club, but I don't think at this stage of the season and the mentality of our players shouldn't have things like that affecting them, especially big games like Newcastle away.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I think it's something that you just keep behind closed doors and you
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on. But
definitely.
we're gonna have to wait and see because we've got more games to come. So we're gonna have to quickly recover. It's
Big
Champions League
games.
and
Yeah.
Inter
big
Milan
games.
and Chelsea.
Yeah, there's no time to
So
rest.
no time to screw around.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Can I ask a question? Maybe just because I had the Carabao Cup. Let's say we finish second, third, but we win the Carabao Cup. How do you reflect on the season?
Unacceptable.
I just
That
have
would be
to give
unacceptable.
I just have to give a bit of context to that question. A few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, was it Charlie? 2 weeks ago, Charlie and I had a bit of a falling out on a WhatsApp group. It was, and I'm blaming. He's blaming me, and I'm blaming him. Because on the morning of the game against Bournemouth, Charlie said,
Why would you go there? Pull out my files.
"No,
Huh?
it's one of us jinxed it. One of us jinxed it." It was
Fabri was very bullish.
2 weeks ago was like,
Oh,
guys, we can do another invincible season here. And this was on the morning of the defeat. And then I said, it's too early to start talking that. So I don't know who jinxed it.
so
So the
Charlie
mood,
jinxed us. Charlie
Yeah,
jinxed
no.
us there.
so
Proper.
he
Ah.
When
jinxed,
I
yeah.
said it, I wanted to take it back, but I was too late.
Well, look, if I could choose any team to lose to, it would be Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
I
Because
love watching that.
we were doing well at that stage. Now we've only had 7 points over the last 5 games. So 7 out of 15. Not the great, yeah. So
Yeah, we haven't won a league game for a while. It's feeling like
Yeah,
it's
it feels long.
the jinx is continuing. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yes.
get into player ratings. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, player ratings. So we just going to go back to front from David Raya, Jeremiah. Just quickly, 30 seconds out of 10. Give us your rating for David Raya.
Right. I'd say I'd give him a 7 out of 10.
7. Okay.
He had a
Yeah.
fairly good game with the one goal.
Yeah, because I didn't really trouble him, to be honest. It's not like they,
No,
you know.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, and that header was good. I mean, not many keepers
Yeah.
would have been able to stop that.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone is going to stop that. Yeah. Okay, no, that's fair enough. Moving on to the guy that started at right back. He ended up in midfield, I think, later on, isn't it? Thomas Partey. And
Gavin.
that is Gavin, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't able to watch the full game. I was working, but I watched the highlights. Look, I mean, we are a team who like to have more right and left wing backs pressing up. Partey isn't that guy for us. He should have been a solid midfielder, I reckon. He was poor. The part that I saw. I mean, 5. And he's let us down a couple times this season already. He's only had probably 1 or 2 good games.
Okay, so what was
That's
that, a
harsh.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be one of those days.
I think he had a better game than a 5.
Excuse
I think
me?
he had a pretty good game. I would say he also had a 7 out of 8. Both positions,
Oh,
both
is it?
in the right back and in the midfield. He played quite well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's
Yeah, well,
just-
those, like I said, I didn't see, unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the whole game. The bits that I saw.
Jeremiah, we have a rule that the guy whose name is there, his number appears. But you are welcome to disagree with it, though. But we are
100%.
sticking with the 5. We are sticking
So we're
with the 5.
sticking with the 5. Okay. No, don't worry. They'll be lower than that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Charlie, Saliba.
Yeah, look, I mean, that Isak's positioning to get that goal. I mean, I kind of look to Saliba and Gabriel to better mark him, and so I don't know, I'll give him a 5, dude. I don't think he was great at all. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was being out of action a bit that week he missed. But I mean, it was a one mistake, but it was a costly
Yeah.
mistake, man.
Yeah.
So for that
Yeah.
reason, unfortunately, I'm gonna nail him to the wall there to a
Okay.
certain degree.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think that's that duel he lost against Isak. I think that's his first duel he's lost this season.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's a vital one.
Critical one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then moving on to his partner in defense, Gabriel, Jeremiah. You want to take that one?
I'll give him a 5 too.
Okay, so all 5 so far. Okay,
Yeah, things are getting tough out there.
it's getting tougher, yeah, Morgan. Getting
Yeah.
tougher.
Yeah.
Okay, you happy with that, Jeremiah? 5.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Left back, Timber. Is that Gavin? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I loved him, but I love it when he's on the wall. The bits that I saw, he looked like the only one really trying to get a bit of go forward from the back. So I'd give him a 6.
All I'm going to say at this stage is we conceded the goal, yes, and now you've given blame to the defense. Now I want to see how harsh you guys are going to be on the midfield and the striking force that didn't do much. So
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
is going
say
to get
you
juicy. Yeah.
you've set the bar low, so I want to see how it goes from here.
How can you
Be
go?
consistent. Be consistent. Yeah, no.
It's limbo
No,
time.
There you go.
I'll be consistent. I see
Charlie.
I've got Trossard.
Charlie, you got Trossard. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, no,
go for
dude.
it.
I mean, Trossard, I think we all agree playing Trossard in that role of Odegaard is not
Yeah.
working, right? I mean, it was effective for a while, but at the moment, not quite finding the right weight of pass and finding the space that we need really to create proper chances in the center. So I also give him a 5. I mean, he didn't do much. There was one chance he came through. It looked like he was going to get the ball. There was a slight tackle from what's his face, the big defender, Newcastle defender, and he kind of hesitated and half stumbled.
Yeah, Dan
Nothing.
Burn, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So anyway, I just he didn't have a good game, so I'm not gonna give any mercy to the midfield attacking
Yeah.
players.
No mercy for this
Okay,
week.
fair enough. I can't complain. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty poor. Yeah. Okay, Marino, new boy Marino. Jeremiah, you got
Jeremiah.
him.
Wow. I feel like
I'm looking for
it was a
4.5
terrible
here.
game. He kept. First of all, I can't believe you guys give Trossard a 5. I would have given him a 3. He lost the ball 12 times. He lost the ball 12 times
Oh,
in
that's
one game.
true.
He lost the
Yeah.
ball 12 times.
Yeah.
I have no idea what was happening on the left side of the field. Martinelli was dead. Trossard was dead. I would give him a 3, but you give him a 5, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Marino
So punish
disappeared.
him. Yeah. I didn't even know Marino played.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you watch the highlights, he doesn't touch the ball at any moment.
Yeah.
Just disappeared. It's like he wasn't even in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
but
yeah,
I
I'll give him a
will
4.
say though, I mean, I don't know
So
what you're
is
gonna
that-
give him.
No, maybe
But can I
that's his
just-
score. It's a 0, invisible.
That's just invincible.
But I mean, I will say for Marino, I still think there's a bit of grace for him, right? He must get a 2 or 3, whatever, for his performance. But I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
expecting him to be at the level of the other players. He's still adjusting. He's still
Right.
fresh in the team. But yeah,
Yeah. And
So-
being back at St. James's after coming to
Yeah.
us. Eh?
yeah.
Yeah, his old club. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So sorry, what did Jeremiah give him though?
Jeremiah
what-
hasn't decided yet.
Oh,
4.
a
We
4.
give him a 4.
Okay.
4.0. 4.0. Okay. There's your 4, Morgan. There's the 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Gavin, you've got rice, baby.
Rice, baby. Yeah. Look, when we lose matches like that, then you know our midfield is in the shambles. Rice also poor on his day, a little bit undercooked, I reckon. So 5 for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
the midfield was poor. Yes.
Yeah, his defense was alright, but I mean, I'm still waiting for that game that he's still gonna, make those nice little behind chip-ins for Martinelli and those nice long through balls. Haven't seen that yet.
No, not anywhere near.
Because
And he has-
on his
and
day,
he
he's world class, but still
Yeah,
waiting for it.
And he hasn't contributed to the corner goals for a while now. So no corner
Yeah,
goals
exactly.
for but yeah.
Set pieces
Yeah.
was poor from him as well, I must admit. It was
Yeah.
really poor. Oh,
Yeah,
my
we're
word.
missing our captain big time, man.
Yeah.
He's the foundation of our team.
That's another story for another day, honestly.
Yeah.
We can talk so much about that. Okay,
Yeah, massive.
we're getting to our front line now, and maybe it gets even more juicier now. Charlie,
Look, I don't know, I thought
can you go?
I thought Saka on the right, he I don't know, he was getting some success against whatever that Ochi's name is, playing left back for Newcastle. But-
Levermento, is it?
Yeah, man.
No, he was on the other side,
He's on the
wasn't
other
he?
side.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can't remember
I don't
now.
know.
Most of
I
I
it.
just
remember
felt
that,
he did okay. He got a couple of crosses in. I mean, he did what he kind of had to do. Didn't have chances to score really. So I don't know. I would say I don't want to slack the guy down. I'll give him a 6 to say, look, I mean, the guy's normally a consistent 7+8 player, average probably 8, but I mean, he did come down a couple of levels, so I think a 6 is probably fair for
I'm
this week.
always willing to forgive him a few things because he's the guy that's targeted and marked out of the game by defenses. And that's when you need the other players in the front line to distract the defenders. But if they're not delivering, it's Newcastle are comfortable with putting 2 players on Saka every time and making sure he doesn't get close to the box. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There were 2 all the time when he had the ball. There's 2 players.
I think
on him all
there's
the time.
like
No
3
one's making
players
those
on him
runs.
the whole time.
2
Yeah.
or 3 players on him all times. Yeah, they know he's the danger man.
Yeah.
Next one, Jeremiah, the striker that wasn't a striker. He was everywhere except in the box. What are you going to give Havertz? King Kai Havertz.
Kai, I'd say he defensively he played very well. He was in there, he was dueling for the ball. Just he had nothing to work with. like he had to sag into the midfield so much. He was playing, wasn't playing as a 9. He was playing more like as an 8 or a 10. Like most of the time, he wasn't up front. And Kai is a big guy. He doesn't move quite as fast as everybody else, so you can't expect him to sag in, then sprint forward, and that's not really going to work out. So I'll give him a 6. He did his part. He just didn't have much service.
Yeah.
Giovanni, you would want to deduct a point or 2 for his inability, perhaps, to just hold the ball up a bit. He does lose.
You have a point. I'd say 5. 5.
There we go.
5. He should have been able to do that.
I didn't. It was
because that's the kind of game Newcastle played. We knew that coming in. We knew it's going to be physical. You're going to have to be able to hold the ball, move it, and he just couldn't really do any of that.
Yeah.
Well, the problem that irritated me with Havertz, just from what I saw, is that he was everywhere. I think he was even in the kitchen frying the potatoes there, except in the penalty box. And he's the striker. And every time we did get forward, there was no one to pass to. And I kept thinking, where's the striker? Where is he?
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay,
Not a false 9. He's playing a no 9.
He's a invisible 9. The magic man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sheepers. Anyway, Martinelli.
Martin Effenelli.
Martin Smelly.
Yeah, 4 for me. No runs.
They get an 8 out of 10 for putting that boy in his back pocket.
Yeah. No, man. Yes. Martinelli, he's one of the fastest players in the league. And Newcastle, like Jay said, I mean, it's going to be a physical game against Newcastle every day of the week, Martinelli needs to use his pace, get him behind, I mean, if we're not going to have those creators, let's play a bit of long ball. I mean, we have the pace to use it, but he's not making those runs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I mean, yeah.
I would agree with
what's telling, no? You know what's telling for me with Martinelli is you see with Saka, whenever the ball goes out to Saka, there's 2 or 3 defenders. With Martinelli, they're happy to leave one guy there to handle him, right? I mean, that's just, they give him all the space, but there's no end product. I mean, that's really the thing that's the most frustrating, I'm sure, from Arteta's perspective.
Trossard is an impact player, and Jeremy would give him a 2 out of 10. You guys a thumbs up or a thumbs down for that one? Jeremy first. A 2.
No, I think that's all.
Saka gave 5 crosses and 3 of those were wasted. We can't rate him. Sorry, I couldn't say.
Yeah.
Can't rate him for the misses as he did his job. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that comes back to my Kai Havertz comment. He was nowhere in the box. Kai did more what Trossard had to do. But can this just go on do you think it's the manager's instruction on Havertz to go roaming around, or is it just Kai Havertz doing his thing? What do you guys think?
No. Dude, there's no roaming in Arteta's system. You don't do what you want to do. You have very specific instructions always to occupy certain areas. Yeah,
I completely agree. Yeah, I don't know what's clapping with Arteta at the moment, because I mean, what's happened to our high press? Why are we playing such low block football, like a team fighting just to survive?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna win any league anytime soon if we're just gonna wait to fight for the ball in our own box. There was once, or I think it was 2 or 3 times I saw our whole bloody team was in the box. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, since the Liverpool game, it felt like he's grown a bit conservative. I don't know.
Yeah, we look scared.
We do look
we don't
scared.
look confident.
We do look scared.
Win the league. You become more scared of losing than being brave enough to try and win.
Exactly.
So, in the past, I'd say the past 5 games we played, we've looked scared. Even the last Champions League game we played, we won, but towards the end of the game, it's like we were packed up scared to play.
Yeah. But just remember though, I mean, I will say, guys,
that's the thing. That's not our identity. That's not the foundation he built this team on.
Yeah, but just
Exactly.
Now
okay,
you're
Jamie,
trying to
can I
make
just
this.
can we just remind
Charlie, you were
ourselves
saying?
a year ago this time, right? Going into December, we were saying the same stuff, right? We found ourselves same situation, and things turned around. And I don't think that was coincidental, right? So I do think after that first season when we challenged and we ran out of steam, immediately the next season, which was I think last season, started shifting our approach to games to start the season slower and build up momentum, right? That's the only way we're gonna make a proper challenge of it. So I agree with you. It's frustrating, but we were a year ago, and then we went to Dubai. Where did we go to? So
Dubai.
Dubai can't
Yeah,
come
we
quick
need to
Dubai.
enough.
go to Dubai again.
We need to go back to Dubai.
What
We need to
is
go
it?
I
run
don't
in
know what's in the water
on
in
the.
Dubai, but we need to
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
yes. I don't know.
I'm just,
Maybe. Sorry. Maybe Arteta was making them run the sand dunes there or something.
I'm too
Bit of
scared to ask
fitness.
what was in Dubai. I think.
What happens in
I just
Dubai
want to,
stays in Dubai.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just want to point out that that last season at this stage after 10 games, we were undefeated, had scored 23 goals, conceded only 8, and we were on 24 points. So we were 6 better off last season than we were. But I just also want to point out that at that stage, Spurs was top of the table with 26 points. So, yeah.
Considering all of that, I mean, what would you score Arteta now out of 10?
Yeah, he had an off game, man.
5 for
I
me.
think, yeah.
5 from Gavin. Charlie, what do you say?
I don't know. He was really off. I think 5 is still being gracious. I'll say. I mean, I'm a big Arteta fan, so I
Yeah.
think it's a 4, right? And for me, why I think he got the one thing he got wrong was he didn't. I would have started Jorginho just when he came in a couple of minutes. I don't know if you saw that first challenge he had there on what's his
Well
face on
said.
Bruno
Well
Guimaraes.
said.
I mean, that just showed the
Well
guy
said.
understood what this fixture's about, man. He wasn't scared. For me, like
Exactly.
honestly, I looked at that game. I was like, nah, man. It was last time we played him, there was a battle royale there. I know it was a bit of a
Mm.
fight and whatever,
Yeah.
but I mean, we came away with credit. And this time, we came there looking like we were a bit worried, a bit scared. You know, we're
Yeah.
going here to the touches. Our boys don't wanna, they know these people waiting for them at the end of the game or something. They don't wanna play too good
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. So I just felt Arteta, and that's his job, right? As we see the team, the right mentality. And I think he missed the trick by not playing Jorginho in the midfield. I think
Yeah.
it would have made the world of a difference.
That would have been a big.
Mm.
I totally agree with you, then. Totally.
Yeah, definitely.
I also just want
Oh,
to
sorry.
say I always blame the manager for attitude when he turns up at the game unshaven like he did on Saturday. It's
Yeah, looked a bit rough, eh?
it
It's
looked
a
a bit like
look.
this
It's
guy
a
hasn't been
November.
sleeping. Why are you worried, Arteta? Shave in the
But,
morning,
Yeah.
dress
It's the
properly,
November. The
dress,
November look.
put on your pep,
No,
put on your
November.
pep costume, put on the pep jersey and the pep tight pants. Then we know we're okay.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, what score do you give Arteta?
3,
Unshaven Arteta.
Oh, unshaven,
3.
disheveled.
3 out
Yeah.
of 10.
He made too many tactical mistakes. It's not one or
Mm.
two. It's playing partly the role position. It's not playing Jorginho. It's letting Martinelli play that long when
Yeah.
you could see he was in someone's pocket. It's letting Trossard play after losing the ball 12 times.
Yeah.
This is
I
This
still,
was 12.
I was sitting there like, get him out of the game. He's not. And then you have a young talent. Like, yes, he's young. He's still very young. He's 17 and all that. I bet you that kid had more fight than most of the players on the pitch, and he would have made a difference. He would have had something to prove.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
totally
definitely.
agree.
Are we talking about
just
Eddie?
making the wrong substitutions.
No,
bringing on it was just everything was just like, why are you bringing those on? It just the whole thing was just off. So I would give it a 3.
Talking about Ethan, I mean. Talking about Ethan.
Yeah.
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 One
You,
area.
you
correct,
didn't you didn't think that for the first time he looked like he still had a bit to learn. It felt you didn't think that
Look-
perhaps the Newcastle was just a level up.
Yeah.
Charlie,
I will say, I mean, that tackle of what's his face when he came on, I think you saw the first tackle of that guy that played for Arsenal before. What's his
Yeah.
face?
yeah,
Yeah, he
what's
like-
his name?
What?
Nelson.
Joe Willock.
Nelson.
Yeah,
Willock.
Joe
Willock,
Willock. Joe
Willock,
Willock
yeah.
like
Joe
lunged
Willock,
in on him.
Joe
Eh? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he had a
Willock
good game,
lunged
man.
in on him.
You think that
and
was personal? You think that was
I
personal?
don't think it was personal,
Yes.
but I
Possibly,
think it
possibly.
It
set the
was.
tone, right? It set the tone.
That was a very personal
And
time.
Bit
I
more
think,
passion. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think one thing it did do, Morgan, it looked to me like it made Waneri just go into shell for a little bit. You know,
Okay.
he was, like sometimes a player
Yeah.
hides, not coming for the
Yeah.
ball,
Yeah.
and so I
Yeah.
saw a little bit of that, but I mean, it did come out of it eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think ultimately, I don't think that was a game to start Waneri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree with that. But I just think
Yeah,
he just took too long with the subs. He waited
yeah,
forever to
yeah,
make the
Yeah.
subs. It's way too late. Anyway,
Choso
we've
doesn't belong in the midfield. Full stop.
no, he doesn't. I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
experiment must come to an end now. There's too many
Yeah.
experiments in this club. It's like
yeah.
a lab. We're a pathology lab now. We so much, all these lady tests here. Anyway, let's try to lift the mood before we get
Well,
to
there's this one
predictions for next
comment
week.
here. Guna
Oh,
Matter
you go.
says will give
Yep.
you everything irrespective of the team. He will go against the big sides. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think there's maybe a bit of a learning curve for him. But yeah, I think that boy will take you on. Doesn't matter what color the shirt and what size you are.
Like that
Mm.
comment. I like that
Okay.
one. Good one. Okay, here we go. A bit of a fun factor. Just to lighten the mood a bit. Okay, we got 3 questions and a sort of a guess the player, fourth one. Question 1. So in 2002, we obviously won the FA Cup and League double that year. Robert Perez won the Football Writers Football of the Year. Right. But which player was named the Barclay Card Player of the Season? 2002, the double
Can
year.
only be, can only be TT.
Dennis
Surely.
Bergkamp,
Can only be
B.
one
Freddie
guy.
Lumba,
Can only
C.
be one person.
Henry, D. Sol Campbell.
He can only be one person.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
There's a couple of guesses here.
Okay.
Stay and yeah.
Henry.
the
Charlie,
fun
what
fact.
do you say?
Both
Yeah,
substitutes.
Henry, yeah, must be Henry.
I'm
If it
gonna
was
go
a
on a limb. Yeah,
substitute-
I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell. Okay,
I
all right.
will tell you my ultimate legend though on that list is
Yeah.
Dennis Bergkamp. So if you had to ask me who's my all-time legend,
Yeah.
it is Dennis, the Iceman.
Okay.
Man,
Jeremiah, who do you go for?
Thierry. Definitely
Sorry?
Thierry. Thierry
Thierry.
Henry. See,
Oh, okay. Thierry Henry. Okay, and Gavin, who did you go for?
Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell, and then
Yeah.
Charlie went with who?
Henry.
You went with
Must be
Thierry,
on
but
the-
Andres.
it-
2 Andres. Okay.
yeah.
Drum roll, please. The answer is
Oi, Freddy.
The one player nobody's
Freedom.
nobody named.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't he like a sports bra model or something?
He
That-
was
There was a
Some
chance.
kind
That
of thing.
there was a chance that the few female voters got were on the Baltic Cup player of the season panel. Yeah.
if you guys remember, that was the time when he did the whole red mohawk
The
style.
Mohawk, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
He was
Yeah, he was at his
absolutely
peak that season. Eh?
he was in
Yeah,
his
good
at
season.
the peak, yeah. He was absolutely, and he scored
He
that
was
incredible
special
goal
player.
in the cup final as well. And no surprise, he fully deserved that. Well, him and Perez basically,
Yeah,
two
That
outstanding.
was the season. That
Yeah.
was the season Zlatan really because he was because of a model or something like that, and the red hair and everything, and Zlatan really didn't like that.
Yeah,
Calvin, okay, yeah, Niels is saying Calvin Klein, Freddy.
yeah, he was a Calvin Klein model. Yeah,
He
Yeah.
was at that time, yeah. Yeah.
He's Swedish,
Uh,
eh? Is he from
Yes,
Sweden?
he's Swedish, yeah. Swedish, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Arsenal won the FA Cup in 2002 as part of that league and FA Cup double we just mentioned. We beat Chelsea in the final. However, which player scored the winning goal against Liverpool in the 4th round of the FA Cup? Is it A. Ray Parler? Is it B. Edu? Is it C. Dennis Bergkamp? Is it D. Patrick Vieira?
Guna Matter says
I'm gonna
it's-
go with Gunnar Matters. Yeah, he's on top of his game. He says that's right.
Really bad.
Ray Parler.
Is that 2 Ray
was it?
Parlers? Okay.
Mm.
And
that's
Jeremiah, who do you go for?
Edu B.
Ray
Gaspar.
Parler and Edu, it's just left us. Morgan, you want to do a drum roll, please?
No, sorry,
I should have gone with the Iceman.
Dennis Bergkamp. The Iceman strikes
Charlie.
again.
Yeah, Charlie, I thought
no,
you had
man.
it. I thought you had it. I thought you were gonna go with your favorite.
We
Yes,
beat him
yes.
1-0, yeah. 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that same season, we're sticking with the theme here of the 2002 season. Same season, Arsenal were unfortunately
That's the
dumped out of the.
2001. You were talking about 2001, 2002 season, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dumped out the double season, basically. Dumped
Yeah.
out of the League Cup in the quarterfinal. So this is the what you call the Carabao Cup now. Which team knocked
Eventual
us out?
title winner. Yeah.
Yeah, they eventually knocked us out.
You know,
Is
if
it
you Arsenal fans,
only-
stop following these cups if you knocked out. Huh? How are we gonna know who won it?
Blackburn, B, Man United, C, Chelsea, or D, Fulham?
You guys have to watch.
I'm gonna go Blackburn. They were quite good at that time.
Oh, okay. I'll go Man
Alright.
United. I have no idea.
You guys have to watch your Carabao Cup games. You have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Stop writing it off.
I'll go
uh,
Man United.
Chinamai, who do you go?
Man
He's got
United.
Man United as well.
Okay. So 2 Man Uniteds and 1 Blackburn.
the
Drum
drum
roll, drum roll, please.
There we go.
No.
Yo, 4-0.
4-0, yeah, I can't even believe
Yeah.
it.
Jeez.
That's why
They were-
Warren used the word dumped.
Yeah, proper. Yeah.
Absolutely thumped that
Yes.
day, you know. But I think we played like a half a team,
Yeah.
anyway, making up excuses here.
Yeah. Nice try. There.
Okay, here's a bit of a fun quiz. So you kind of guess the Arsenal player here. I've given some clues. I'm an ex-Arsenal
Oh, I
player.
know this
I
is.
played in midfield, although late in my career I played at left back. I won the Champions League with Barcelona in 2006.
Yes.
Who am I? I did give a bit of an extra hint. I don't know if that maybe made it too easy.
Wait,
His
wait,
last
wait.
game was the
Ooh.
2010 World Cup final. His
I've
last
got a
game
guess.
of his career.
I
So,
got to
who's
guess.
gonna go
I think I saw
first?
it there. Silvino.
Charlie's going Silvino. Gavin, you
I'm gonna,
going?
I'm gonna say Fabregas.
Says Fabregas. Okay.
Oh, he was never left back, man. I don't think he was left back ever.
Giovanni Van Bronckhorst.
uh,
Broncos.
It's Gio.
No. But he's Dutch. They never won the World Cup. In the 21.
No. He never won the
didn't
World Cup.
win.
That's true.
Oh, he didn't win the World Cup. No,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
No,
I
it's
think you're right.
definitely him if he was in the final of the World Cup.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
he was in the final, yeah.
I read
Definitely
it. They
you're
won the
right
World
there.
Cup. Okay.
No. He played in the
Van Broncos. I'm changing my answer. Van Broncos.
final. Drum roll, Morgan. I think they got it.
You have to do the drum roll. There you go.
There we go.
Hey,
Quite the
you see this
signing.
guy's. Isn't he managing now? He's got a team in
Yeah.
Netherlands or somewhere. Where's he?
I think
Yeah,
so,
I
yeah.
think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's doing
making a
quite
name
well.
Oh, we
for
had a
himself.
nice kid then. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, we had a good team as well. I mean, he was one.
Yeah.
He was like
Invincible
the
kid.
second. He was like the fourth choice backup. I think.
Yeah.
I can't even believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fourth choice backup. My word, the players we had. Yes.
Yeah. Warren, next time
Yeah.
when the answer is very obvious,
Yeah.
you're gonna insist that the panelists spell the names of the players correctly.
Okay.
What?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I want every N in Giovanni. I want to know if it's Van or Von, and I want to know if it's bronchitis or bronchos. So yeah. So there's a bit of a
Scored.
factor. He scored the cracker in the semis in the World
He's
Cup.
right, yeah. That was
Yeah.
in Cape Town
Yeah.
Stadium, actually. That was in Cape Town, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, Neil. I think
Yeah.
that was in Cape Town Stadium against Uruguay, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was a fantastic goal. I always loved this guy. I was sad when he left after just 2 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
He was a very good player.
Currently he's coaching in Turkey
Coaching.
with
Oh,
the-
Besiktas.
yeah.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I know he went into
Really?
management and coaching. Sorry?
He's with Besiktas. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I also didn't. I thought he was somewhere in Holland or something. All right, fixtures coming up for this weekend. Of course, the main one. It seems like Arsenal's game is always the main one. besides us being Arsenal fans, but we got the London derby against a team that I don't like and I hate. So we must beat Chelsea. I'm not taking. I don't care if we're playing
ABC.
dogs and cats against him. We must beat Chelsea
ABC.
on
Anyone
Sunday.
but Chelsea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, please, God, no. Okay, some other interesting fixtures. I know there's a Liverpool Villa game late
Ooh,
Saturday,
City
so
Brighton. Mm.
Could could Man
yeah,
City
there we go.
to win a row?
They could definitely.
Yeah,
Brighton
they
is
could
good.
It
definitely.
would be 3 in a row, no? Because
At
they
home,
lost
yeah.
against Spurs in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brighton at
That's for
home, yeah.
competitions, yeah.
Oh yeah, great.
But
So
that
I
could be, yeah. Liverable could be then. By the time we
further.
play, they
Yeah.
could be 10 points ahead of us. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. After
Well, if
11
Liverpool
games.
slip and Nottingham win, they might also sneak into second.
Yeah. Because there's also what the Forest. If Forest win as well, so yeah, there's a lot more teams to worry about. But
Gavin.
here must. Yeah.
Gavin threw a dig there at Gerard with that slip comment.
There's
uh,
a Brighton Munich.
You caught
There
that
we
one, eh?
go.
Brighton Munich, yeah. Brighton
Yeah.
Munich. Villa without the winning 2 league games, yeah. They got hammered against Spurs. Mind
Yeah,
you,
big time.
Spurs only 2 points behind and they at home to Ipswich. So, yeah, that could be embarrassing if they beat Ipswich and then that means they're ahead of us and if they beat Ipswich, which I
Yeah.
reckon
No,
they
no.
will.
It's very simple. We have to win. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had enough of the draws and the
Draws and the-
VAR and the refs and
Yeah.
the cooking and the I don't know.
There was
It's
someone.
every-
Yeah. There was someone who earlier said that this. So there we go. This was Stay. Stay always knows some of the minutia of the game. So I'm hoping that he's got this right. That Odegaard could be fit and ready to play against
seriously.
Chelsea. I am
Odegaard.
not
I
sure. I
doubt
thought
that.
he was out till December.
I think
or
he's
something.
right. He's right. He's there was
Yeah, I
talk.
saw something he'd be
Oh,
ready
yes.
in November.
Mm.
In November, yeah, they
Really?
brought it down
Yeah.
from November.
I think he was
yeah,
he
to
was he
November.
was touch and go for the Newcastle game. Eh? I think they just ultimately made a late call
Rather
not to
left
play
him
him.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he'll definitely
Oh,
be
that'd be
ready.
great.
the
What a
weekend.
time to come back.
But there'll still
Yeah.
be cobwebs around the left foot, so it may take him a while just to get up to pace again.
I don't. One thing I don't want to see is what my friend from Zambia mentioned. I don't want to see Thomas Partey at right back anymore. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Jay,
It's a
Jay
waste of
mentioned it earlier.
You
He's
can't
the
put
best
him at right back.
midfielder, and he's just wasting that talent down the toilet.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But I think you'll see
Jeremiah
now.
said it.
Yeah, with because Bright came, what's his name? White came on against Newcastle, right? So I
Yeah.
think he was also probably on the edge. So if he comes back, we got Saliba, Gabriel, Timber shifts to left back. Then we back to I think our strongest back four
Yeah.
with Odegaard back in the midfield. I mean, it can be a completely different proposition for Chelsea.
How long is Calafiori still out for?
Man, I think it's still a couple of weeks. The last I checked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll probably come back after
Let's
the international breakout.
That guy's going to be vital for us this season. I reckon.
He is going to be vital.
Yes.
The other
Drives the
problem,
ball forward.
the other problem is I don't know how. Who do we play on the left? Because Martinelli's not doing the business. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, I mean, I don't mind playing Trossard on the left. To be honest with you, I think him on the
Yeah,
left,
I
like
agree.
he does the job. He's tricky. He's like I don't know. He's a bit more streetwise, I think, than Martinelli to have an impact over there.
Yeah, that's a big because the thing is we made 5 subs on Saturday, and not one of them was Sterling. So I mean that says
that was a
quite
shocker.
lot.
That
Oh
was a
my
shocker.
word! I mean, how must that
Nah,
guy be
man.
feeling?
But I mean,
Sure.
looking at that game against Preston, I thought he played all right. I mean, he was unlucky not to score, right? I mean, he was
Yeah.
in the positions, he was threatening. So I don't know.
Oh, he
Yeah,
looked good.
Yeah,
Jeremiah,
Especially against Preston.
Jeremiah, who do you play on the left against Chelsea? If you had a choice,
Between
Warren, who between?
now I think you broke up there, but Jeremiah.
playing
Oh.
Ulipe on the left instead of Martinelli.
Trossard.
say I play Trossard on the left. Don't play him in the midfield. He's terrible
Yeah.
in the midfield.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not
Terrible.
streetwise enough then.
Yeah, Trossard, yeah, I'll go with that as well. From
Mm.
what
That's
we
gonna
have
be a big game,
available.
eh? Just the other thing with Moises coming good, I heard somebody say in the match on Sunday that Caicedo's now reaching his top form finally for Chelsea. So it'll be the battle of the £100 million players.
Uh,
Rice
Yeah.
versus
It's also going to be
Yeah.
a physical one, eh? So
It's going
hopefully
to
we have
be,
our big boy pants on for that one.
I don't think Caicedo will be a problem. I don't think he's that good.
Nah.
I agree.
I don't
I
think he's
think,
that.
yeah.
But we can't sit deep like we did against Newcastle. They're going to thrash us if we play low block. We're going to have to be in their faces all day.
I don't
I
think
have-
we'll play
I have
low
a-
block ever again.
I have a question to ask. How
Yes.
serious would Wednesday's outcome against Inter affect how we perform on over the weekend? Are we gonna try and are we gonna expecting a tough game?
I don't know.
Against
I
Inter.
think, look, for this new league Champions League structure, I don't think it's like a must-win game by any account. Playing away, we've done the bits with our home games.
Mm.
So I don't know, a draw. Even if we don't win here, I honestly, at the moment, we can't afford to lose against Chelsea on Sunday. So if
Yeah.
Arteta wants to play this game, we can lose against Inter and still qualify for the next round. But we must go all guns blazing against Chelsea on
Yeah.
Sunday. So yeah, I'll give
They've
him a free
done quite,
pass.
yeah. But yeah, because they're doing quite well in in Serie A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
second in the
yeah.
Serie A, yeah.
So
They're a
Whoa.
good side.
yeah,
They are
very
a good
good
team. They are a good
they
team, yeah.
yeah, 4 wins and 1 draw of the last 5 games. So they're in a good run of form. So
Are
we
we gonna
also don't
do a
want to be
couple of-
humiliated. Yeah, I don't think we
Are we
want to
gonna-
be humiliated.
No, we
against them.
don't want to do that, yeah, because the confidence is going to be smashed as well.
Yeah.
I think let's get into predictions.
Yeah.
First, the Inter Milan game. Jeremiah, you up first?
Oops, sorry, my apologies.
I think it'll be a time. I think it will be 2-0, 2-1. I'll say 2-1 to Arsenal.
2-1 to
2
Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
Mm.
Let me just put that in there. Sorry.
Gavin.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to go 1-1, eh? It's tough to play. Inter's
Yeah.
very good at home.
Charlie?
Man, guys, I don't know, I can only see one result. We're gonna keep a clean sheet. I think Arteta's gonna set the team up to keep a clean sheet because we've been leaking goals and we have to sort it out. So I'm predicting a 0-0. The most important thing for me is guys keep the clean sheet. We can't afford these this leaking. Stop the bleeding immediately so we can move
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm actually going to agree with someone else here. They've taken my scoreline, and I'm actually going with Charlie's scoreline of 0-0.
Okay.
It's a
Well,
good result. I
result.
mean, I'll take that. I mean, if offered now, take it hands down.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it as well.
Yeah.
Morgan
Yeah,
1-0.
The only
Morgan,
reason I'm
you didn't say 7-0. Yeah.
yeah, no, I thought I'd be a little bit more. I wouldn't be as ambitious, but I have a feeling that when you're in the bad run of form, you need a win, and then you need to try to win a game. So my hope is that they be coming out guns blazing on Wednesday with the intent to win. Yeah.
To the Arsenal 1-0, eh?
Hey, the
Wait,
old
I'm
school
gonna
one.
go a little bit more ambitious.
Well, there we go. That's more like
Hey,
Morgan.
that's
More
better.
like Morgan. That's the Morgan we know,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you can't go big, yeah, just stay at home, man.
Yeah.
That's not poker, Morgan. Come on.
Yeah. No, but it's all in, guys. It's all in. It's all in. Maybe
It's
I'm
all in.
laughing.
All or
Going all
nothing,
in.
eh?
Yeah.
All or
All or
nothing. All in.
My pay of 2s is gonna win it for me. Anyway.
Okay, let's move on to the Chelsea game on Sunday, the big one, of course. Jeremiah, you up first. Score prediction for Chelsea.
3-0.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. Chelsea or Arsenal?
Yeah, I was confident here in the
No,
steam dimension.
they was too confident, man. Can't be Chelsea. Come on.
Leading
Yeah.
into the Arsenal. I don't. Honestly speaking, I've seen one thing about Chelsea is they come out to play,
Yeah.
and because they do, they leave a lot of spaces in the back, and that's how the game's going to be. And honestly, I think our defense is way better than theirs, and we're going to have several chances to score. I honestly believe it's going to be at least 2 goals. So my prediction
I hope
is
you're right,
could
brother. I
actually
hope
be
you're right.
Jeremiah, can I ask one question quickly? In Zambia, who's your arch fans that like you hate the most? Is it
Manchester United.
Chelsea or
Man
United?
United. There we
Sorry,
go.
sad to find out.
The most,
Yeah.
the most unrealistic fans in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
true.
healthiest ones, eh?
Yeah, cheapest. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't want to get going into that.
Yeah.
Gavin, you up next.
I'm gonna say I think there's gonna be goals in this game, eh? I'm gonna go 3-2 to the Arsenal.
Wow,
Sure.
wow.
Not
Guys are making me
optimistic
think.
about our defense. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're gonna draw us out a lot. I think there's gonna be a good couple of cards too.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
hopefully it's
go.
not for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna go Havertz with a double, and we're gonna continue the clean sheet. So 2 clean sheets away from home. 2-0.
Okay.
Really.
Havertz.
I saw an interesting stat today actually. So far this season, out of we the lowest teams to take shots in an
Yeah.
away game. I think it's an average of 7 shots or something.
Yeah.
So we need to improve that. I mean, last season we were good away.
Yeah, you know what the
Yeah.
issue is? Right? So I mean, just a comment on this. Like Arsenal setup is an integrated system, right? So we need a strong defense. We need the Odegaard midfield, and we need our strikers to play a certain role. Like if any one of those pieces are not performing, our system is broken, and that's what we've been experiencing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's true.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm gonna kind of roll the dice here, and I'm gonna back the manager to make the right starting 11 first of all, and if he does that, I'm gonna go 4-1 Arsenal.
Hey.
Hey.
But
like
he's got to
much,
get the right
yeah.
team. He's got to get the right team. He's got to get
Is
the
that
right.
is that a sucker hat trick there?
So that is. I want to see. I want to see in 180, and I want to see Thomas Partey in midfield, and then Timber and Ben Whiteley with the defense.
Yeah.
And then I think that will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
that
need
will give
Ben
us
White.
the-
We need Ben White back. He came on
Yeah.
and he again made the difference. He's the overlap running.
Yeah.
That Saka had been missing for a while, I think, and he often missed
Definitely.
on White going past him because he'd forgotten that White is back on the pitch. So yeah,
I just think Thomas Partey. It's time that he's gonna, with the defenders coming back now that he'll play in midfield. He's
Yeah.
gonna show who is the best midfielder really. Like
Yeah.
Jay
And
was
he's
saying.
great in the midfield.
Yeah, Concedo. We're gonna show Concedo how good Partey really is.
okay. This Warren, do you want to take one last question?
Okay, yeah, go for it. We
Um,
only
would you take? This is a backup for Saka.
oh man,
Yes,
Oh, any
definitely.
day.
Yes, I would.
Any day of the week. I love that guy.
That's a brilliant player right there.
He would suit us so well.
I just got a
Yeah.
question on a question to answer. Question says yes, but why is a backup to Saka? I would play him in his position on the left and demote Martinelli, and
Yeah,
he'd start
'cause
on
he-
the left.
Because he can play
on the
left, he can play in the middle, he can play on the right as well.
He plays on the left for West Ham. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have him as a. He's too good to be a backup. He will play where Martinelli's playing, and then Martinelli must go to the bench. Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good question though.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, good.
Charlie, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. Is he available? What's the situation there? With
I
Kudus?
think he is. I think he is available for a certain
Yeah, I
price.
think-
So.
I think
I
he's
just-
tired of losing as well. Eh?
Yeah, look at
West Ham's been in poor form.
They have been poor.
as if
Look
you
at
point
one
out the
thing, I
shop,
think
the
we are gonna
shop
get
is
something
closed.
someday.
The shop is closed at the moment, and things could change by the time they open the doors again for shopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't normally shop in January. So I think with Edu
Yeah.
leaving, the owners must do something. They must get somebody in January. So
Yeah.
I expect some reinforcements.
Yeah, we have to, especially
I
in the
think
midfield.
We should
I
have.
think I
And
think he's got a
on the
buyout
left.
clause. I think
We
he's
should
got a
have bought
buyout
Kudus a
clause
long
of like
time.
50 million or something.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Should have bought
Jeremiah.
him a long time.
We had a bid in for Kudus at some point before he came to the Premier League. I don't know why we never went through with it.
Because we got Sterling.
We could have given him for 30 million,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now it's going to be 80 or
Yeah.
70 or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
Brother, man,
Yeah.
can we just appreciate Arsene Wenger's cheeky offer again to get what's his name from Liverpool?
Suarez.
What is the 50,000
Suarez.
one?
Plus
$50 plus
$1.
one.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was weird. That was
Yeah,
weird.
the buyout clause is 85 mil. Goodness is 80, but I just saw somewhere it's 85 mil.
So
So
that
yeah,
much.
yeah,
Wow. That's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that is a lot.
That's
yeah.
a lot of money for Kudus.
He's good, but I mean, he's not
Is he
like
that
banging
good?
goals in every day.
You might as well get Nico Williams for that much money.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Nico
Yeah,
Williams,
exactly, bro. 100%.
That's right. Yeah. Same amount of money as well. Okay, last comment
Yeah.
from Sky here. So Chelsea haven't beaten us at Stamford Bridge since August 2018. Can you believe
Wow. That's amazing.
it? On that
This will
note,
continue till the
yeah,
season
but-
ends.
I used to be a
Guys,
waiter. I used to be a waiter, and I know when closing time comes, you start playing
Yeah.
the music.
there we go. There we go.
There we go.
Thanks a lot, guys, for coming on. Charlie, Gavin, and all the way from
Thank you,
Zambia.
gentlemen.
And Jay, thanks for coming on, man. I hope you enjoyed
Thank
it.
you so much, gentlemen.
Like, that was
Have a
awesome.
good,
Yes,
have
man.
a good
Cheers,
night, everyone.
Gents.
Cheers,
Cheers,
bro.
man.
Cheers, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.